Special intro?
There. No special intro. I'll just jump right in.
Alright.
So, somebody explain what we're doing?
Hi, I'm Ryan. Today we're giving Sal what's called a tarot card reading. So basically, tarot cards are used to give insight to a situation or to the future or certain elements that you're lacking to help you in a situation. So today we're gonna figure out what Sal wants to ask. So there you go.
Okay, well, my question, I thought, I didn't have to think about this, is will I ever graduate from high school?
Yeah, and how?
And how?
Alright, so what you want to do is, you want to shuffle it however you want.
As best you can, doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah.
All that matters is you putting your energy and question into it.
And then once you feel like you're done shuffling, you can cut the deck. We can pull from the top.
Hey!
Oh.
Jax Oakley.
For the record, I'm not good at shuffling. Don't judge me. Please.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to be.
I'll gladly touch you.
I think I'm done.
Do you want to cut the deck?
No.
All right. Do you want me to cut it?
Yeah, I don't even know how to cut that.
It doesn't
You
matter.
you pick it up in the middle and you put it on this side.
The tarot decks are done by however you feel.
Yeah.
So what cards you feel should be out, how you feel it should be cut, even if you want to look through it and then find the cards that you want yourself. It's however way you want it.
Well, whatever cards just pop up, I'll take what I get. So,
Whatever's on top.
whatever's on top, I'll take.
Would you want to do it when it's a little more quieter, or is this fine?
Oh, this is fine.
Is this fine?
Yeah.
How many would you like? Well, I'll do however many I feel.
Okay.
Interesting.
Sal,
Yeah.
don't forget you gotta take your meds and everything, right?
You have to take my before pills, I know. I mean, before dinner pills, I know.
What's that?
I know I have to take my before dinner pills at 5.
Oh, okay.
Just don't forget.
When was
So,
the last time I forgot?
What's that?
When was the last time I forgot?
I'm just saying, don't forget, because sometimes...
Actually, don't say when was the last time I forgot. Remember when you went to Mom's and didn't take them one time?
I know, but that was like months ago.
Oakley. Oh, come on, girl.
Interesting cards.
so I can start whenever.
Why are you asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Here, give me the... this.
So should I show the cards or?
If you'd like.
Here.
So I can show them when I talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you show
So the
them.
first one here is the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is a card about holding on to too much. You know, it's about the responsibility and the burden that you're facing that's causing you distress
Oh well, that's my lupus right there. If you think about it.
and causing you to not be able to let go and just move along. You know,
Which is really interesting in relation
Yeah.
to the next card here, which is the
'Cause
chariot.
I said I didn't care. I was...
next we have
Oh, I said I wasn't
the Chariot.
Because that's where it goes.
The Chariot is a card about travel. You know, it's a card about moving
Oh my
on to
God,
greater
cleaning.
things.
This
You
little
know?
guy?
Get out of the freaking way!
And what you're moving on to is down here. I'm sorry, the suits I'm a little bad at still. It's about moving on to the opportunity that you're faced with. The opportunity at hand, you know?
He's not done already.
But
I don't know, I didn't even know we had that.
And
I had one each morning for breakfast.
about planting the seeds about the new beginning. So it's about moving on to the opportunity of graduating, you know?
Where do you want to go?
And
But with that as well, the chariot also represents a lot about self-discipline and determination,
yeah,
You need to
right?
go
And
up
taking
one.
control to getting towards where your goals are taking you,
yeah.
right? That's why it's really interesting getting the chariot right before an ace with anything.
Yeah.
Because in particular the pentacles.
Because it's
deal with
about
the-
moving and bringing yourself to that. You know?
I'm trying to sing of water.
Yeah. So the chariot is also about the determination. The determination to get to where you want to go. And that is the opportunity in hand. You know? The healthy beginning. Finally finishing what you wanted to. You know?
Yeah.
And yes, luck is in your favor. But it's gonna be tough. You know?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
Wheel of
been my
Fortune.
whole life has been tough.
Yeah.
I think what it's really trying to say is that you have to work harder in order to earn that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because like with the Wheel of Fortune, there's an opportunity ahead of you that you can sort of yield that keeps like the world going and you on the path to what
Yeah.
your goals are.
And it's interesting
is-
that
yeah.
you got this
I'm
card
just gonna go pack my.
in between. I'll just show the Wheel of Fortune real quick. It's interesting that you got this card in between these two, because the Wheel of Fortune in itself is also about movement. Because the wheel keeps turning, everything keeps going how it should, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, luck is in your favor, but you need to take action to get to that luck. You know? And what's gonna help you take that action is your mind. Is the High Priestess here.
Your inner wisdom.
Yeah, which basically means, yeah, like Tim said, your inner wisdom. Knowing that in your head you have the mindset to do it. That you can look into yourself and know that you have, like, not necessarily the strength, but the wisdom to get to where you want. And you know that when you get to where you want, you'll have everything.
Yeah, earned rewards, the fruits of your labor,
That's-
self-sufficiency, and gratitude.
That's the 9.
Yeah, gratitude for your own self-discipline.
Yeah. So you'll have, because with the regular tarot deck,
No, that's not sitting.
this is basically the 9 here. I don't know if we can get it fucking in frame.
You can get unfocused.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
That's
You can see it a little bit. He's sitting around.
Yeah.
There you go. He's sitting around all of his accomplishments, and the accomplishments.
Those are the pentacles, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's not the cups. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Nine of Pentacles is still like your earned rewards and discipline. So no, the reading
I
was
am
still
sorry.
there. It was just an accidental misnomer. We're using a different
Yeah.
deck than what we're used to.
Yeah, and I was
Which I just
looking
listed
at
cards
it
if you
wrong.
need
I apologize for that. That makes me look bad.
No, it's
It's
still the same
okay.
card. It's what you said, right? I'll
Yeah.
still guide
It's
you with
okay.
that.
But instead of like sitting around what he has, he's looking at the fruits of what he has, of the rewards, of of finally being self-sufficient and being disciplined, showing that he can change his world simply by looking into himself, you know? And it is gonna bring you success, but at the same time, you're gonna be a little stubborn, you know?
that already sounds like me. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
The stubborn part, that sounds like me.
You're gonna be stubborn, but you're gonna be successful. You know, you're finally gonna have what you want in your little garden, but instead of it being a knowledge thing, you're gonna use it in a more materialistic way.
This one right here.
Why do you keep on wanting to
Instead of
Here,
Because
Like-
it's weird.
this is your front page of
Remember, talk at any time because you
Yeah. I'm just here to listen.
yeah.
Makes sense. You can help guide us through it
Yeah.
too, because I also see the world after the Nine of Pentacles, right?
Yeah.
And that means a lot about completion, new options opening up.
Yeah.
Because it says it represents both endings and new beginnings, and it's about learning from your
So it's
past
helping
and
you
bringing it to your
nurture.
future.
It's helping you nurture that world.
What's this?
That's what this is doing. This is helping you nurture your world of success and what you want your ideal world to be.
As well as what you can now bring to the world with the things you've learned along the way.
Yeah.
So when you especially prop that up against what you're asking it's like, it's can symbolize like the new beginnings.
Where are you guys going?
And
Training.
Again?
Yeah, this time we're in the gym today. Not me.
Nice.
Yeah, no offense, but you do some working out. Just saying.
What's that?
You can use some workouts. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't, because I know I do, but
Okay. Well, this is for the kid with the hockey team, right?
Hmm.
So I'll make sure you feed them.
I always do at 5. So I take my pills and then I feed them.
Yeah, make sure you let them know too when they have to go.
Yes, I know.
Nothing stupid, please, while I'm gone.
Alright, so we can't order a pizza? Just kidding.
unfortunately.
We're probably heading back.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
after
heading
this,
back.
we're probably going to be leaving
Yeah.
after a little bit. Because like I said, we left our other 2 roommates at home after
Yeah.
one's mom
We
started
can do
getting
like
ill.
one more
Yeah.
one more if you'd like.
Yeah, we should have still more time. Like I said, it's just getting through this one first.
Have a
Yeah.
good day at the training thing.
Is there anything you'd like to say for the video so far?
And I just need to listen first and then I would weigh in.
Yeah. Is there
Make more
anything?
sense of it.
Is there anything you can weigh in with so far?
About
No.
like cards in particular, like I said, because we have like the Ace of Pentacles, like new opportunities in relation with actually going places, your opportunities opening up, as well as like using your self-discipline and getting yourself to a world of new opportunities from the journeys that you've been taking.
Yeah.
Right? And when you're putting all your energy into it based on like the question you're asking, the cards will inevitably kind of like
Don't
point
say
you
anything
towards.
to my dad about this. I do not want this on. I can't deal with it going in my eyes.
Yeah. Would you like me to continue?
Yes. You forget something? Oh, this thing fell
Keep
off.
your mask on.
I know.
So you-
The thing fell off.
Okay. So which card do you have next? You got the
We have
King of
the
Pentacles.
Knight of Cups.
Oh, the Knight of Cups,
well,
okay.
We said the Pentacles. That one was the one about being stubborn and
Yes.
but being materialistic, but knowing that you've gotten into your own success.
How long are you gonna be?
Not long. Hour?
Give me enough time to probably make dinner.
Huh?
You probably just make myself
Unless you
dinner.
want to wait for me to get back.
No, I'll probably make myself pasta.
Well, if you want to wait till I get back, so it won't be long.
So, this one's about the stubbornness is going to be financial because of what this card means, but it's also going to be a stubbornness in not letting your creative flow come out. You know?
It's kind of how I feel when it comes to recording. I can't really,
Yeah.
can't really. I can't even find the creative flow. I just like.
Yeah. Someone who's also being too intense with their emotions. You know?
Again, that sounds like me.
What do you think of the rest of it since it's a little quieter now? We can go over them again.
I literally
if you like.
feel like every card has resembled my life so
Yeah.
far.
And,
Yeah,
and,
that's how
and,
it is.
and that's what these do. They are terrifying.
That is it. Yeah, that is actually really spooky.
Yeah. Are there any you'd like to go over right now, or would you like me to go to this one?
No, go to the next one.
So this one is all about is the Two of Pentacles. So it's reversed though. So if it's reversed, it basically means the opposite of what it means when it's forward. So forward, it would be a card about trying to find like a positive balance.
Oaks, get down.
Oh no.
Oaks, get down.
It would be about trying to find a positive balance in something. But since it's reversed, you're going to be trying to find a balance with money, most likely, or with some kind of finances, or even it could just be a balance of an idea of which way would be best for me, but also best for the idea. And everything just keeps moving, but you're not finding that balance in everything. So I think this is where it's going to start talking about the issues of why you can't. If you'd like me to continue.
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll just do this. This is what I mean when I say we can do massive readings, because we can just... I'm not doing... Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm not doing anything... I'm not doing any particular spread right now. I'm doing what I call a story. So I just keep drawing, and then I make out what I see out of that. And then I eventually connect it all together. So the biggest problem that you're facing with a balance is... Well, I mean, I shouldn't even start there, because this card in itself is the Eight of Wands, so this one is about the lack of progress. So you're not progressing in trying to find a balance. You know? You're being too hard on yourself with trying to be like, okay, this is where I have to go, you know? I'm sorry, once again, these escape me sometimes. You're uninspired.
Oh, she wants to say hi to the camera.
Hi.
She wants to say hi to you.
Hi.
Oh wow, it's really.
You're uninspired. You're being temperamental, which means you're being angry at yourself. You know? You're doubting yourself.
Oh, that's how I always feel when it comes to, like, can I even graduate? I almost feel like I can't.
But at the same time, you're not scared of the can't. You're also scared of the what if I did. What if I did graduate? Then what?
Yeah, where do I go from there?
Yeah.
So right now my dad wants me to stay here at home. So it's like, even if I want to go to college, my dad would be like, you can either take the year off or you can do online courses.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'd probably just want to do online courses, but I'd probably take the year off first.
And you're being vulnerable. You're being moody to yourself. You're taking on too much of someone else's what ifs and not thinking about your own. These things are scary.
Yeah, they are, because they do that with almost every friend. It's like, what if this happened? What if that happened? I'm like, oh, okay, so you do this, you do that. But don't take my word for it.
Once I finish. Because just since there's a row up here, I'm also going to make an even row down here.
See what we can get out of it, yeah.
So right now we're at about a 20 card reading, which is amazing. Because it's going to tell us a lot. And then when we're done this part, we'll go over up here and talk a bit more about that, since it's obviously a little more quieter.
Yeah, until friggin' Oakley starts tagging Maggie.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. That uninspired and taking on other people's emotions is causing you to fall. It's causing you to because this is the Tower. This is arguably one of the best and one of the worst cards, depending on who you ask with the situation. Because the Tower is all about destruction. Everything's coming down. You know? But through that Tower, which is interesting that the sun came up, because through the Tower is going to come light, but you're not going to know which light is the sun, because you're afraid to shine. You're afraid to come across as too serious, and you're afraid of the truth that maybe what you think, which perfectly relates to up here, isn't what you should think. Which is interesting, because this next card is the Fool, and it's all
Dude,
about.
I know that Sonic character on your phone.
SPO, he's my favorite.
That's awesome, dude. I didn't know you knew the chaotic.
This one is all about being naive, being foolish towards something, tricking yourself into believing in something that you know is wrong. But you don't want to take any steps because you're afraid of being judged.
Oh, I don't want to be afraid of being judged. I'm judged every day by my family. Maybe I'm just afraid of being judged, like, badly.
Or maybe it's...
Trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like one of the things that can
yeah.
come out is if you're trying to run away from it, then it's like focusing
You're
on
trying to avoid the judgment, but... Or maybe you feel like you're being judged. Because it's reversed. If it's reversed, it's not necessarily you are facing direct judgment.
Oh.
What?
Have you taken pills?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yo, hold on. Okay. Like actually getting dog hooked.
So what do you think of the reading so far?
It's interesting. I'm liking how it's now starting to bring a less of what, because the top was what he should do, and then the bottom is what's basically stopping him from doing that. And then we're getting into more of, up here is more of what he should do, obviously. Move on, take the steps, start the journey, plant the seed, luck is in your favor, but he's scared of, not showing, being, a lack of empathy towards himself.
There's Steph.
And it's like everything is coming down. He's being afraid to shine, being afraid to show his true light towards something. And he's being naive towards the feeling that he's being judged, because this is the next card, the Six of Wands, because of arrogance. Because of someone else in his life is trying to be too controlling. And that you're not getting any recognition towards the accomplishments that you have made. And that's what you feel like you're being judged by. And you're looking back at the past and seeing how everything used to be. Because the Six of Cups is...
Somebody calling you?
No, that's just Steph messaging me, too.
Are you in his house yet? No.
That's the card of, of nostalgia. Of being able to look back at how life... Yeah.
She's really gonna watch this and be like, mocking me? No, we love you.
But the things that you're looking back on, what you think, they are negative. Don't get me wrong.
Ugh, Maggie. I'm putting this back on just because Maggie's breath is so bad.
Oh, careful,
No!
careful.
Gotta be careful there, yeah. Kinda
fine.
maybe fixed them there.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's the way it was.
At least Maggie's just watching.
Maggie's like, I am so interested in this.
But, and you're looking back at what things used to be, but you're looking back at the self-destructive things that happened, the negative things that happened. You're trying to get to the root of a problem that happened in your past, that has caused everything to be how it was. That self-destructive thought is what's causing you not to shine, is what's causing you to worry about the balance between your life, is what's causing everything to come down, for you to be naive, for you to feel like you're being judged. It's causing you...
What?
It's
What are you
causing...
doing with the camera? You're just like...
Here, you want to be in it? It's causing you to feel like you're holding on to too much and stopping you from that travel, from planting that seed, from taking your destiny, from knowing what you have deep in your head.
Yo, calm down.
You're looking.
What do you think?
It's spooky how much this friggin' thing knows about me.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I feel like every card basically resembles
Yeah.
my life.
Cause
It's so far.
How so? Because the tarot cards are meant to bring enlightenment and to be talked about.
I feel like
to piece it apart and figure
I
out
feel
what
like
you think.
as soon as I reached grade 3, like literally all of this
Yeah,
has happened in my life.
Yeah.
From grade 3 all the way to now, it's just happened.
yeah,
Because of all the bullying, all of the obstacles I have to go through in life, like figure out I had lupus and I need to get that under control. My arthritis, I have that in remission right now, so I don't have to worry about that.
yeah.
So it's like it's very creepy how this knows my life
Yeah.
so well so far.
Do you have any certain cards that jumped out at you? Meaning
Probably the tower.
the tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one
that
comes
was-
out at anybody.
Yeah, it's like oh
no.
As soon as, like, as soon as I see the as soon as I see the
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
and the thunder, I'm like, oh.
As soon as we pull it out, we were just like, oh, sorry.
Ryan and I just sighed.
Oh,
like,
no.
Oh man.
Oh, I gotta
Funnily
feed these
enough that
muffins.
we-
Come on, let's see. Come on.
All right.
Funnily enough, we predicted beforehand that we would draw it.
Okay.
During
Did
this
you?
do you remember you were talking about
No,
it?
Yeah.
we weren't sure. We're like, could be anything, right?
Yeah.
We're
All
just
of us
like,
were talking
pull out of
about
it.
the tower, though.
Maybe. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just the one you don't want to see normally. But I mean, when you use it in the greater context, it can be used for like more advice and guidance. So in
And-
bigger spreads like this, it's normally like it can be a good thing.
Sal, I
this
have an
short
interesting
ones.
point for when you get back of your mention of grade 3. It's interesting that you mentioned that because the 6 of Cups, like I said, is the card of nostalgia, the card of looking back at your childhood. So you're constantly looking back at your childhood. And is that maybe what's causing the self-destructive thoughts? And is maybe what's causing the worry in your life is you looking back?
Probably. 'Cause sometimes I have this fear. It's like, what if these bullies come back? What do I do?
Yeah.
How do I deal with them now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in my thought, it's like, just fight.
Yeah.
Just fight until you can't fight anymore. And then on the other hand, I'm like,
Just persevere. Now, keep in mind,
And then
That-
in the other head, you're like, you're going to explain something there about that.
no, what I mean by fight is just fight.
yeah,
Like, actually just fight. And then it's like, on the other hand, I'm like, well, I don't want to get arrested because the cops will arrest you for anything nowadays.
yeah.
So it's like,
But
what do I do?
keep in mind with the tower, it's always not a bad thing. Because destruction in itself creates something new.
Yeah. Like one of the card named Death itself has almost nothing to do with like real physical death. It's
Yeah.
more like a transition through change.
Yeah.
And the tower is more like immediate destruction resulting in like new changes sort of thing. But with death, it's like drastic change, but not necessarily like in death. It's like
Do you think it's maybe the destruction that you had in your past is causing you to be afraid to shine? And
I
it's
would
causing
say
you
yes.
to feel like you're still facing that judgment,
I would definitely say yeah. I would definitely say yeah.
you know?
Mm.
Because you're also not getting recognized for what you've done in your past. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to talk about? Maybe we could talk a bit about the upper side because it's a little more positive than the lower side.
So I said, when we bring it all together, we summarize it a little bit because we've individually picked apart like the different segments, but now we can like kind of run them against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I think all of this here goes together. So this here is one in itself. This is another section, and this is a third section.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I do these ones that I call stories, because I feel I can make them into whatever I see. You know. yeah, if there's nothing else you'd like to say, anything else you'd like to go over,
No.
all right, I'm just gonna stop recording. Do you want to give a little outro?
I'll see you guys tomorrow for Kung Fu Panda. Bye.